Hey, it's Ryan and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you my top 5 study tips. I know I've planned this timing just brilliantly considering that exams are almost all over. This is a good start for next year's exams. A lot of mine are before Christmas, so I had a lot of gymnastics prep this morning because our showcase is coming up and I'm really tired and I just didn't feel like being on camera today, and usually I just film tomorrow, but I've got my ballet showcase tomorrow, so I just thought I would record a voiceover and then just put in pictures. I will try to keep them relevant, but where I don't have relevant pictures or video clips or whatever, I will just put in pictures of random things I've got on my phone, like probably mainly animals and landscapes, but probably mostly my cat because he's adorable. But yeah, anyway, that's why you're not seeing me today, so hope this is okay. If you enjoy this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. And now let's get into the top 5 study tips for getting better grades. Number 1. Start early, repeat regularly. Now I know you've probably been told this 1,000 times, and you've probably ignored it 1,000 times, and this is me preaching to the choir because I'm totally guilty of leaving stuff to the last minute. I am the worst procrastinator you will find. But truly it is unavoidable if you want to get good marks. There are some people who can cram like a week before an exam and get great grades, but for the majority of people you have to start early. And you have to do it regularly so that you don't just forget what you've done. However, though this might seem like a lot of work, and it will be, there is an upside to this. If you start early and you do things regularly, when the exams come and everyone's stressing out about the exams and everyone's trying to cram everything in, you'll be able to sit back and relax and not have to do much more than usual because you'll already have done most of the work and it'll just be about reviewing a few minor details, doing a couple past papers, and you'll be good to sit your exam. Number 2, learn to enjoy studying. Now this does not mean that study needs to become your favourite thing you do all the time. This simply means you need to make studying an enjoyable experience, not something you dread. Now, this could mean setting up a reward system, so if you do a half hour of study, you get to do something you enjoy. Or it can just mean making the experience of studying something that, not you look forward to, but that you don't not want to do. Maybe you could eat your favourite food while you're studying, for example. For me, something that really helped me get into studying was that there's a cafe down the road which does the nicest little tray bakes and hot chocolates, so whenever I need to get in a lot of studying, say I've got an exam coming up and I need to do multiple hours of studying, I will go down to the cafe, I will stick my headphones in and I will just eat tray bake and drink hot chocolate until I've got my studying done, and it really makes it less of a painful experience. However, if you are someone who gets distracted by that kind of ambience, this, like, going to a cafe or something might not work for you. Number 3, organise but don't over-organise. So when it comes to studying, messy notes, everything being everywhere, never being able to find what you're looking for is a nightmare. So it is very important to make sure that you've got everything ordered in the right way and that you know where everything is, you don't lose notes. But a lot of people fall into the trap of over-organising. Now, this means spending way too much time organising their notes, having a colour code system that is unmaintainable, like something, or like starting off the year and having everything beautiful, and by the end of the year, you just can't be bothered with it anymore. Yes, it's lovely to have notes that look really nice, but if you're not going to be able to keep that for the entire year, it can sometimes put you off making revision notes. And rather than having really nice notes, you have no notes at all, whereas you could have maybe had slightly less nice notes, but for everything. So just make sure you put the time into the right things. Notes are important, but they aren't the most important thing. The most important thing is learning the stuff. You're not going to have the notes with you in the exam. Now, study tip number 4 is specifically for people with auditive memories. Now, basically what this means is that you learn through hearing stuff. There are 3 kinds of memory, and everyone has like a combination of all 3, but there'll be one which is dominant. So there is visual memory, auditive memory, and kinesthetic memory. I personally have very strong auditory and visual memory, which is ideal for school, because school really doesn't cater to people with kinesthetic memories. But basically, if you have an auditory memory, then it can help to make audio notes. So I do this quite a lot. Basically, I will write my notes and then I will take a recording of me reading my notes, and then I'll just listen to it whenever I'm walking home from school, or if you take the bus, or whatever it is. When you've got free time, just play it in the background. And you don't even have to be actively listening, but just by playing it on repeat, that'll get it into your mind. And it's kind of like passive studying, which I really enjoy, because it means I have to put less time, like literally just sitting down and learning it. An alternative, if you don't like the sound of your own voice, is to write down the notes and then ask a friend or family member to record themselves reading the notes for you. That way you're not having to listen to your own voice. A kind of spin-off of this idea is for people in English Lit. If you're studying a book and you need to know the book really well, then instead of having to read the book 100 times, I prefer to get the audiobook of it if I can, and then I'll just listen to the audiobook of it on repeat, and that way it really helps for me. Because I really don't like sitting down and reading a book. Basically all the books I listen to are audiobooks anyway, so it just allows me to get the book really well and not have to read it 50 times. Finally, tip number 5 is learn about yourself. If you don't get what I mean by this, I mean you need to learn how it is that you learn. This means discovering what type of memory you have, be it auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. It means figuring out what study methods work for you. Someone might be an A-star student and they have one method, and that method might do nothing for you. So you can't just copy what other people do, you really need to learn what is good for you. To try and figure this out, because I find that this is something that a lot of people who are studying for exams forget about, and this is something you can't leave it till right before the exam. You need to think about this long before your exam. And one thing that I think can help you figure this out is just make a list. Make a list of, say, 5 things that you've tried that you know don't work for you, and 5 things that you know do work for you, and just build off that every time you try a new study method. If it doesn't work, scrap it, don't use it. If it does work, then just keep with it and keep using those ones. And this isn't just about learning which methods help you do well, it's about learning which methods you're able to stick with. If something helps you get a great grade, but it's not something that you can maintain and that you can keep on doing for all your exams, then that might not be the method for you. Also, I just want to add in that I know in a lot of places studying and getting good grades isn't cool or something, but just remember that it's you that if you study and you get good grades, that's going to give you a good future. I've never actually been in a school where getting good grades was unpopular. Every school I've ever been to, you weren't unpopular if you got bad grades, but most of the popular kids were in all the top classes and stuff. So just don't worry about what other people think of you. If you want to study, if you want to get good grades, then do. And if you don't, then you probably should as well. But yeah, just wanted to add this in here. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not really the normal topic or style that I usually film in, but I really didn't feel like being on camera today, and I'm busy tomorrow, so I need to get this video done, and this is just how I was doing it. If you like the style of video, then leave it in the comments, and I might do more like this. If not, then I'm sorry, and I will be going back to my normal format next week. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then feel free to subscribe to my channel, or click on either of the 2 videos on screen. Remember, you are strong, you are beautiful, and you can be very, very smart too. So, yes, I will see you all next one. Bye!